This is Divinity Dragon Commander. And look, this dragon has jetpacks. That is very cool. Story campaign. Normal. Oh, there's 3 types of dragons. Oh, this guy has lifesteal. Rejuvenation. The dragon's passive health regeneration is improved by 100%. Allows the construction of warlocks in your battle forges. These units use magic to take down foes and, when upgraded, can cast powerful spells. Shaman. Allows the construction of shamans in your battle forges. These units are great at healing and repairing friendly units. Broad and highly gifted. Zephyr dragons try to avoid overtly physical confrontations, but prefer instead to skillfully liquidate their enemies with magic. Terrifying flames.
Thousands of years ago, Sigurd I built incredible engines of war, and with them forged an empire. The emperor married and sired many children. He even had a love child with mysterious Aurora, an ancient dragon in a woman's guise. Once united, peace was declared in Rivellon, and bloodshed soon forgotten. But Sigurd's realm of peace was shattered when his own sons and daughters rose against him. War returned with a vengeance, and annihilation reached new heights. Desperate to safeguard Sigurd's legacy, the wizard Maxos sought the help of the one child that never betrayed his father, Sigurd and Aurora's son, the half-dragon prince. He would be the one to save the empire from ruin, and to aid him in his quest, Maxos delivered unto him the imperial command ship known as the Raven. This is the story of Maxos and the Dragon. This is the story of the Dragon Commander.
Dang, I just get a free battleship, huh? Sigurd, the first emperor of Rivellon, murdered. Sons and daughters go to war. Siblings vie for the throne, no quarter given. Decades of peace end on bloody battlegrounds. Undead proclaim war as punishment from the gods. War waged with terrible contraptions. Elves and lizards horrified, imps delighted. Gold prices skyrocket. War not all bad, say dwarves. Oh. Who's the emperor now? The dead one?
Welcome, noble dragon, to the Raven. This wonder of engineering. This miracle wrought in magic that has a living demon for a heart.
This ship is demon-powered? Bang.
Between the knowledge I shall pry from this infernal creature's cryptic mind and the avalanche of tomes, manuscripts and blueprints aboard awaiting study, we will catch up with our enemies in no time and claim back the lands they have taken by force. Our task is monumental, but we will not have to face it alone. 2 famed generals are here already, loyal to the legacy we are trying to save, and therefore loyal to you, given time.
But if we're going to war to win power, are we no different than Dutch other children?
I have furthermore enlisted the service of Grumio, an imp of devilish cunning that can fashion anything my research will uproot. Already he has created you a wonder he calls a jet pack. Talk to these men, get your bearings, and begin your conquest. If you have any more questions, you can find me in the Royal Chamber, which I shall use as a study. Good luck, Dragon. May the Divines be with you.
Left-click on a character to talk with him or her. Click on the strategy globe to access the strategy map. Find Maxos in the Royal Chamber and Grumio in the Engineering Bay to research new unit types, unit upgrades, and dragon skills. Offense influences the importance of the amount of units when defending. Oh, these are stats of my generals. I wish they told exactly what they do. I guess I should talk to them.
Let me tell your right of the bat bastard that I hold you in very little regard. Your father may have been a great king once, but this last decade, a crowned pig would have played the part better.
So he doesn't like my father in the last decade.
He became a vainglorious fool, a sloth, and a coward. No wonder then that his own children could amass armies unperceived and strike at the heart of a kingdom in a matter of days. He tried to run, but he failed, and they slew him where he stood. Now the realm has been shattered, and vultures are picking what they can from his corpse by means of new and terrifying war machines. I'd say all is lost, but Maxos insists you are to be the one. The hero who will take back the land we've lost. Excuse me if I laugh in derision. Ha 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 ha! Still, you are a dragon, I'll give you that. And of ancient blood. Prove to me you have the rocks to do undaunted battle, and perhaps my respect may still be yours. Henry of the House of Lansford. More you needn't know. Edmund, he's called. A lizard of the House of Carcarus. In truth, I'd rather sleep with Syphilis incarnate than have him aboard. But there's no denying his talent. He's as arrogant as he is astute, and as ingenious as he is insufferable. Why don't you offer him a word of welcome? I know I won't.
Where can I find this Edmund fella?
I believe he's in the bar. Probably searching for sherry. Just about the only drink that snooty serpent will swill.
I shall take my leave. Let's go to the bar then.
And there we have it, I suppose. The dragon son of a monarch deposed. Rightful heir to the throne, even if he was born out of wedlock. No doubt that boar of a Henry has already introduced me in his ever-elegant way. So here I am, Lord Edmund Augustus III, Duke of Hawknest Hall. I'd add at your service, but I don't think we're quite there yet. To be perfectly honest, I'd normally entertain the idea of lending my expertise to your cause as curtly as I'd consider attending a dwarven opera. But not unlike my fellow general, it is Maxos's backing of this enterprise that has me intrigued. You have doubts benefit, Dragon. Let's see how far it takes you.
I sense a lot of distrust in you, Edmund.
When one dwells among the highest echelons of power, where ambition runs thicker than blood, distrust is your best friend, as is its brother, caution. In your case, though, the waters of misgiving run somewhat deeper. You are, after all, but a half-dragon. They call your kind Dragon Knights to lend an air of nobility to a lowly mixed breed. Not many make the distinction, even, but the crucial difference is in purity. Human ancestry taints your being, for humanity and weakness are two sides of the same tuppence I drop in beggars' hats. A bastard twice are you, my lord. Bastard born and bastard bred.
Dang. What is your take on the war that has erupted?
Only that it was bound to happen. For when an emperor weakens, his empire weakens with him. Now a litter of dogs is fighting for the throne. So maybe their dragon half-brother can walk away with it.
I shall take my leave. Hello, Romeo. Let's try it. Oh.
Greetings, sire, sprung from kings. I am Grumio, son of Gromio, an imp of good and honest standing. Your technician, shall I be, if it pleases you? Your engineer and architect. I hope you'll like my jetpack. It is my gift to you, to keep without recompense, for gladly shall I remain aboard this wondrous ship, to tinker and toy, hammer and hew. She is special, this vessel, filled with wonders undiscovered. The wizard, he feels it too. The taste, the tingle of mystery. Oh, to unlock its secrets.
How come you know so much about all this technology stuff?
Well, my lord, when your good father and Maxos first started to conquer the world with their fancy machines, we Emps were mesmerized. None of us cared if we were being drafted into a strange warlord's empire, for if those were the weapons he wielded, we were all ready to welcome him with open arms. By golly, were we ever. Steam-driven giants on land, on sea, even in air. Oh, the ecstasy! Such wonders, such ingenuity, and jeepers, what cannons! Ever since then, some 30 years hence, us imps have dedicated our existence to the advancement of these delightful machines. Now, before those blessed days arrived, people regarded us as eccentric gnomes taken to experimenting with flame, gas and liquid like so many charlatan alchemists, but those days are over. We are scientists now, famed and fortuitous. The truth be told, though, we've never quite given up our love for all things combustible. Rather on the contrary. Not that you mind, do you, my lord?
Let's have a look at the results of your research.
To be my pleasure, my lord.
New unit types and unit upgrades can be unlocked by spending research points. The more countries you occupy, the more research points you receive per turn. Some research items are grayed out. To unlock them, you need to research prerequisites first, or progress further in the story. Oh, there's so many. Oh, is this a strategy game? Please hold on a second. I want to see if I can upgrade the graphics of this game. I think we're back now. And the game looks pretty nice now. Sus.
Never hesitate to seek my counsel, Dragon Knight. Tirelessly I study and question, in the knowledge that my discoveries will make you the mightiest dragon ever to have soared the skies. We too shall unite dragons' daring with wizards' wisdom. Nothing shall stand in your way.
Tell me about War and Peace, Maxos. How did we get where we are now?
That is quite a tale, my friend, so bear with me. Since the dawn of time, beautiful Rivellon has been a stage of bitter rivalry, strife, and war. Haughty humans, all too lofty lizards, dogged dwarves, erratic elves, irrational imps, dogmatic undead, and yes, wayward wizards even, couldn't forego the time it takes for the moon to wax and wane without turning to fresh violence. Peace. The word itself hardly had a meaning. It was an abstract, Until after long and dark ages, 3 men decided they had had enough. I was one of them. The other 2 were your father Sigurd, and an eccentric inventor known only, even by us, as the Architect.
I have a feeling that the architect will come up in the future.
We knew war would continue everlasting unless one king would stand up, conquer all feuding factions, and unite the manifold battling races under the banner of a single world-spanning empire. Easier said than done was, I believe, our initial reaction. It was the Architect who provided us with the answer to the question how on earth we would go about enacting such an unparalleled enterprise. He said he had ways and means to provide your father, a battle-hardened warlord in his own right, with engines of war such as the world never saw. Technology. That was the solution. For if we could go to war with weapons so vastly superior as to be unstoppable, every opponent would have to yield before our onslaught. Where the Architect obtained his strange knowledge from, he never wished to reveal. But in truth, Sigurd and I cared little for his mysterious ways. For whatever the source, our plans worked like a charm. And in a matter of years, Rivellon was ours. Yes, we had done it. We had created our empire, and your father became its first and so far only ruler. For a few precious decades, peace had finally taken on a meaning. It was a bright flash, all too quickly extinguished along the tenebrous continuum of time.
From your tale, I gather a mighty empire was created, so how come it fell so quickly?
Long have I asked myself that question. Yet the answer is as simple as it is obvious. Human nature. Love, jealousy, anger, grief. All of these emotions proved more fatal to the stability of peace than 100,000 war machines could. You see, Sigurd, the Architect, and I remained close friends after our quest had come to completion. But then, one fateful day, a woman of unequaled beauty arrived at court. After but a glance, there wasn't a man's heart in the room not aching for even her mildest attention or a most fleeting caress.
I just realized that whatever is on his staff is beating, I think.
Your father, though married, courted her, as did the Architect. For myself, I'd admit I'd given up the very secrets of magic in return for her love, but I knew rivalry could only lead to misery. And so it did. For bitter rivals my 2 friends became, and when in the end Sigurd was the one to win her affections, the Architect left the palace with such hatred in his eyes as to strike me as diabolical.
Yikes.
A year their secret liaison lasted. 1 year your father and beautiful Aurora were happy together. Then suddenly she died. And it took me a long time to find out she did so at the hand of the Architect. Sigurd never knew. He was destroyed by grief. The mighty warlord withered, and with him, the soul of his empire flickered like a candle in the breeze, until his own children blew it out forever and hacked to pieces the land that was to have been his legacy.
What more can you tell me about Aurora?
Though I said I noticed from the beginning her beauty was of such perfection as to be supernatural, I soon discovered she was indeed more than human, and that the enchanting guise we saw her in was but a mask. Behind it lurked the dragon. Yes, she was one of the ancients, interested in the ways of the infinitely lesser creatures we nevertheless call civilized. She was intrigued by Sigurd, his war machines, and his empire. It led her to his castle, to a brief spell of passion, and ultimately, a downfall.
Where is this Architect now? The bastard killed my mother.
I promise I will tell you in due time. For now, I must keep silent. Please, don't press me any further on the subject.
Okay. So, we'll deal with him soon enough. My mother seems to be held in little regard by some aboard the Raven. Why is that?
No one in Rivellon, save Sigurd, the architect, and I know of Aurora and how her death affected your father. As far as most are concerned, he was a great hero who all too soon fell prey to indulgence, sloth, and alcohol, which lost him the affection of his children, and in time started the war. They are wrong, but truth will be revealed one day. Rest assured that when we finish our conquest and I can spend some leisure time in peace, I will write his history, and yours too. Everyone shall know the tragedy that befell him, and how his son, by the woman he loved, rose to save an empire.
I'm not sure if I can fully trust Maxus. I'm afraid he might have ulterior motives for this. What is our true end goal again, Maxus?
In a few words, victory and destruction. First, we must vanquish all warring rivals for the throne. Then, we must undo the technology that enabled them to go to war in the first place. We will rekindle the Empire of Peace your father founded, and be rid of the apparatus that might threaten it once more.
Let's see what your research has yielded.
It shall be my honor.
New dragon skills can be unlocked by spending research points. The more countries you occupy, the more research points you receive per turn. Some dragon skills are grayed out. To unlock them, you'll need to progress further in the story. Oh no. Oops. I already spent all my research points. Oh well. Oh, I can undo research. That's cool. I can undo all my research. Wow.
What? Oh, do forgive me, my friend. I was so lost in thought, not even an elven ranger could have led me out of its wilderness.
Let's see what your research has yielded.
My privilege, Commander.
There we go. That should be good enough. During the strategy phase, build units and buildings, play cards and conquer countries to expand your empire and its resources, overthrow the enemy's capitals to win, and don't forget to defend your own. When you are finished playing your turn, press the end turn button to proceed. Hold the left mouse button and move the mouse to navigate about the map. Use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. You can pick up a pawn by left clicking on it and then dragging it to another location. Capital, the nerve center of an empire. If it is captured, the faction it belongs to is utterly defeated. Oh wow, it displays my thingy. The species that is dominant in this country. That was cool. There are many different types of cards. Play them on countries to earn strategic advantages. Use others to increase your odds of winning in battles. through auto-resolve and or real-time combat. What do I do exactly? I'm not sure. Oh, buy units. Spend gold to buy new units. Earn more gold by capturing more countries. In any given country, you can only build as many units per turn as the number of gold that is earned there each round. I see. Oh, I already have 4 here. If you notice the undo button in the right upper corner, you can use it if you are not satisfied with the move. Oh, these are my pawns. I can just use this to move in and destroy them. I hope this works. In this phase, you can see the moves your enemies are making. You can skip them by pressing the skip button. This is an overview of where battles are going to happen, which will give you final tactical insights before the fight commences. If you finish reading the map, press the continue button to go to battle. Will I still play cards? I cannot. I think I might have messed up. Decide who will lead combat. Select a dragon if you want to participate in combat yourself. You can play cards to improve the odds in your favor. In single player, you can swap or remove cards by left or right clicking on them. Select which dragon skills you Select which dragon skills will be available in combat by dragging them to your skill bar. Oops. So I have a speed buff, a general buff, damage buff, field, and healing.
Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. We'll crush them one leg at a time.
Where are my
The
mercenaries?
Emperor shows us the way. Let's get started, Commander. Now, to navigate your camera, simply use the movement keys. To look around, hold the middle mouse button and move your mouse in the direction you want to look. To command a unit to move somewhere, left-click on the desired unit to select it, and right-click on the destination you want it to go to. You can select multiple units by holding the left mouse button and dragging a selection rectangle around them. Right-click to make them go somewhere, or unselect them by clicking left. We'll crush them one leg at a time. We'll crush them one leg at a time. For glory and honor and wealth. The Emperor shows us the way. We'll crush them one leg at a time. The grave be their destiny. We'll crush them one leg at a time. The Emperor shows us the way. Let's get this dance of death started. I will stand until my last breath. I will crush their bones. We'll crush them one leg at a time.
No.
Let's get this dance of death started. Anything for the Empire. Construction underway, Commander.
Or I can build buildings.
It will be built in a jiffy. Construction in progress. Let's get this dance of death started. Battle Forge completed. Anti-ground turret completed. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready. Where's 13? What's the medical emergency? The Emperor shows us the way.
Oh, there are buildings to capture.
We'll crush them one leg at a time. This is gonna hurt like hell, but that is good. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Anything for the Empire. No one defies the will of the Emperor. We're in a world of hurt here. The Emperor's enemy is my enemy. Trooper ready to march.
Oh no. I lost again.
Construction underway, Commander. Let's get this dance of death started. I will stand until my last breath. Battle Forge completed. Your unit will soon be ready. It will be built in a jiffy. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. That's impossible, Commander. That's impossible, Commander. The Emperor shows us the way. I will stand until my last breath. Construction underway, Commander. The Emperor
back.
shows us the way. Construction in progress. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Everybody lies, even dying people. A new medical mystery. Your unit will soon be ready. It'll be built in a jiffy. Battle Forge completed. Radiant blood. The Emperor shows us the way. The grave be their destiny. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Construction in progress. Is that a tree? Well, not anymore. We'll crush them one leg at a time. We need more recruits, Commander. Pay me in blood. The Emperor shows us the way. No one defies the will of the Emperor. We'll crush them one leg at a time. The Emperor shows us the way. Anything for the Empire. Let's get this dance of death started. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Not enough recruits to turn into a dragon, Commander. Anything for the Empire. We'll crush them one leg at a time. For glory and honor and wealth. Let's get this dance of death started. The Emperor shows us the way. We'll crush them one leg at a time. I will stand until my last breath. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. unit is being manufactured, Commander. Not enough recruits to morph, Commander. Where's 13?
Shaman isn't very good
No flying
as,
jokes, okay?
as a frontline battler. Well, this is weird. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, I can temporarily form into a dragon.
Your unit will soon be ready. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Trooper ready to march. The Emperor's enemy is my enemy. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Trooper awaiting your instructions, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy. There's no I in team. There is a me in there somewhere, though. Anything for the Empire. The Emperor shows us the way. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. We need more recruits, Commander.
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks.
All right, all right. I'm going. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. We're out of recruits, Commander.
Here's to you, sire. In a straight line now.
No time for tests. Treatment's quicker.
There'd better be a tavern. Bring me the spoils of war.
You are a dragon, aren't you, Commander? So you'll want to turn into one and aid your troops in combat. To turn into a dragon, press the Dragon Morph button, which will allow you to materialize at the current camera location. To move your dragon, use your movement keys, and to move in a certain direction, just point your mouse in the direction you want to go to. To navigate rapidly over the battlefield, hold the jetpack button, which will make you speed across the terrain. To attack an enemy unit, click on it with the left mouse button and barrage it with fireballs. To dodge enemy projectiles, hold the right mouse button to dodge sideways. Your dragon has multiple skills which are executed by pressing the skill buttons. Should your dragon die in combat, you will be able to restore it to life by pressing the Dragon Morph button once more. This will come at a certain cost in recruits, mind you. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Yeah. Your unit will soon be ready. Pay me in blood. Construction underway, Commander. Trooper ready to march. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. Is that a tree? Well, not anymore.
Oh, I can Select units. That's a dragon.
Is that a tree? Well, not anymore. I can't do my job like this. All right, all right. Wall factory completed. We had better be on the lookout for enemy grenadiers, Commander.
Oh no. Our troops are dying.
I will stand until my last breath. Let's get this dance of death started. Is that a tree? Well, not anymore. Construction in progress. The Emperor shows us the way. Let's get this dance of death started. I will stand until my last breath. It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction in progress. The Emperor shows us the way. Pay me in blood. There's no reason to doubt your insight, sir. The Emperor shows us the way. We'll crush them one leg at a time. Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. I will stand until my last breath. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. The Emperor's enemy is my enemy. The Emperor shows us the way. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Let's get this dance of death started. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. The grave be their destiny. Is that a tree? Well, not anymore. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. There's no I in team. There is a me in there somewhere, though. I will stand until my last breath. We'll crush them one leg at a time. All right, all right. Yeah. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Let's get this dance of death started. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. What's the medical emergency? Recruitment citadel completed. Ready to follow you, even into death. I will stand until my last breath. The grave be their destiny. That's impossible, Commander. Let's get this dance of death started. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander. Never trust doctors or patients. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. What's the medical emergency? The grave be their destiny. Your unit will soon be ready. The Emperor's enemy is my enemy. I'm going.
In a straight line now.
I can't do my job like this. Where's 13? You think it's easy piecing soldiers back together? Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Let's get this dance of death started. Sure, there's an interesting case. Pay me in blood. for the Empire. Let's get this dance of death started. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. Anything for the Empire. Catch as catch can. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. I'm going. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
There better be a tavern.
Your unit will soon be ready. What's the medical emergency? The Emperor shows us the way. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Constructed to fight. No flying doctors jokes, okay? Ready to follow you, even into death. Anything for the Empire. The Emperor's enemy is my enemy.
Go back. Face to face.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
A drummer's orders and a sober man's thoughts.
No time for tests. Treatment's quicker.
No mountain can stop us. A drummer's orders and a sober man's thoughts.
Reinforcements requested. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Trooper ready to march. Is that a train? Well, not anymore. Doctors in the house.
Ale for all!
Picking up their scent.
Trooper ready to march. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. Ready to follow you, even into death. Field duty, eh? Let's get this dance of death started. Catch as catch.
Victory, finally. Took me so many tries. With 0 casualties. Look, Mom, I won. Dead Emperor's bastard son gets wizard's backing. Triumph trumps overkill, Emperor says. Even undead complex. More haste, less speed. Enemy invention propels troopers forward. Dragon seen attacking all troops. Emperor claims this fire heals.
Great Dragon, glorious warlord. Once more you return from the battlefield red with the blood of slain adversaries. And let me tell you, these victories of yours have not gone by unnoticed. In fact, to my great satisfaction, another pair of dauntless generals has joined our company.
Cool.
4 military masterminds are now on board. more than enough to start a campaign of conquest on a truly grand scale. No doubt you're as anxious to meet them as they are to meet you. So why don't you go to the throne room, where I've instructed them to await your arrival?
Between you, me, Grumio, and my generals, my cabinet is now complete.
Heavens no. You have the military firmly on your side. But civil emissaries too are bound to join our cause in due time. Indeed, I expect you will be declared emperor before long. Yes, you heard me correctly. Emperor. It is inevitable. People have heard of you. The dragon. Their one hope of deliverance from war, oppression, and death. Soon hope will turn into confidence. And when ambassadors of the civilized races flock to the Raven, your political career will commence. You yourself will of course represent all humans. But the dwarves, elves, lizards, imps, and undead will want their say as well. And more. Still, let us worry about politics later. Today, it is your generals that count.
I shall take my leave.
My studies have been highly interesting of late, and have yielded results of great... My privilege, Commander.
So upon activation, you fire restorative charges for 10 seconds. Colliding with a friendly unit, they restore 172 hit points.
My Lord Dragon, allow me to present your team of generals. Edmund you already know, but I now have the pleasure of introducing you to Her Highness Lady Catherine, Queen of Westbridge, and Scarlet, not noble of birth, but the more so of heart. We four have pledged we will stand by you in your conquest as a rightful heir to Revlon's throne. Bastard no longer, you shall be known as Commander, until the day comes that you shall be king. All hail the dragon!
Hail! Hail!
Yes, well, hail.
Yes, Commander?
Blasted no longer am I.
Seemed hardly proper to call you by that particular pet name on what was somewhat of an official occasion. But don't worry, I may still slip up once or twice, even though my respect for you is in fact growing. You've got a knack for bloody brutal battle, and faint heart never won fair victory.
I shall take my leave.
How's it hanging, Commander? I'm Scarlet, and you're a dragon, they tell me. Always wanted to ride one of those, though I bet you're a little harder to handle than a horse. All part of the fun, though, I reckon, so give me a shout when I can take you for a spin.
You're quite the little wildcat, aren't you?
Treat me mean, I'll scratch your eyes out. Treat me well, and I'll purr like a kitten. Your choice, Commander.
I shall take my leave.
I would say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Commander. But as it stands, I must approach you with a bit of reserve. True, to know we have a Dragon Knight for a leader is a great relief. For such a grand creature inspires bravado in the many hearts that will have to be won so that we may overthrow the spreading dark. But then again, you are the offspring, the male offspring to boot, of a sorry line prone to decadence and corruption. The very line, in fact, that is responsible for the downfall of the Empire in the first place. Forgive me then if I do wonder, will this commander pass muster? Earn his wings? Earn his crown?
Why put emphasis on male offspring?
Because they call us females the fairer sex. But in truth, we are also more cunning, resilient, refined, and downright intelligent. Give an empire a queen, I say, and it will be ruled. Give it a king, and it will become an afterthought. For like any man, he is content when both his belly and his bed are filled with a prize piece of tender flesh. No more. Men are simple creatures, Commander, and should therefore be in charge of simple things only.
I shall take my leave.
It's going to take some getting used to, you know, to call you Commander. Verily, I was rather opposed to the notion, but Maxos in his infinite wisdom insisted we up the level of common courtesy toward you. Commoner would have done. Commander, though, it shall be.
You like to talk down to people, don't you?
As much as it is in the eagle's nature to look down upon the world in hunt of lesser creatures, it is my genius that makes me soar high above all others. Lesser creatures indeed. At the lone top do I reside, but I would have it no other way. Those who do not understand, all but everyone, calls me a loner, thinking the word to be a pejorative. But it is on the contrary glorious to live in sweet isolation when all around you non-lizards, that is to say, inferiors, skitter and crawl like vermin. I am a solitudinarian, for my nature makes me so. And when I do have contact with those I loathe, inevitably I talk down to them as it is impossible to communicate on a level of equality when there is none to be had.
I shall take my leave.
It's wondrous, my lord. Wondrous. The Raven, she speaks to me in my dreams. She tells me fantastic things, newfangled and new formed. I can make them all for you if you provide the right resources.
So the Raven, the ship, sings to you?
Indeed she does, my lord. A soft voice sings inside my head, but only when I'm in the land of eyes shut and mind at rest. There, she guides me to glory. Shows me things not even wizards could dream of.
Our goal is to win the war, then to destroy all the things you have created. You know that, right?
Yes, but don't remind me. My heart bleeds just thinking about it. Oh, but I must be like a chef, don't I? I must create delicate wonders, impeccable blends of perfection in the knowledge they must all turn into wretched clumps of waste destined for the sewer. It's a thankless thing I do, but I must remind myself the fun lies in creation, not completion. Can't be helped, my lord.
See you later, Grumio. Now to the next battle. Let us save the game. Each country you conquer starts earning you gold. Additionally, the longer you hold the country, the better your defenses within that country will be. Each country is populated by a certain species. Your current popularity among this species is known at the bottom of the screen. The higher your popularity, the more support you receive in this land. The more support you enjoy, the larger your army in a country can be during the combat phase. That's interesting. How do I play cards? Oops. That's a neutral faction, right? Oh, I can play multiple cards in a turn. This is a neutral country. If you capture it, it immediately becomes yours. As do the country's units, should there be any. Oh my goodness, I can just get 2 free hunters. They have 2 movement points, huh? So I could theoretically move this person over here with 2 turns. In a single turn. I want more money. This enemy country is entrenched. The higher a country's entrenchment level, the better defended it is against invading armies. Should be fine, I think. Though I'm gonna save just in case. And that will be the end of my turn. Oh, what the heck? Where are my troops? There they are.
You're blowing my cover! Picking up their scent!
It'll be built in a jiffy.
Go on, give me a target. Picking up their scent!
Construction in progress. Battle forge completed. Your unit will soon be ready.
They won't even see me coming. Go on, give me a target. Picking up their scent.
Anti-ground turret completed.
You found me, did you?
Construction underway, Commander. Construction in progress. Enemy troopers can now capture our buildings. Anything for the Empire. We'll crush them one leg at a time. Your unit will soon be ready.
You found me, did you?
Reinforcements requested. Ready to follow you, even into death. The Emperor shows us the way. Ready to follow you, even into death. The grave be their destiny. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir. Let's get this dance of death started. Recruitment citadel completed. The Emperor shows us the way. Construction underway, Commander.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
It'll be built in a jiffy. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire.
Like the wind. On the trail. Quick and painless.
Anti-ground turret completed. Wall factory completed. The enemy can carry troops right across the seas with their transports, Commander. Anything for the Empire. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Go on, give me a target. Like the wind. Picking up their scent.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Construction in progress.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
Pay me in blood.
On the trail.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Sound the trumpets, hunters here.
Your unit will soon be ready.
Like the wind.
There's no I in team. There is a me in there somewhere, though. Let's get this dance of death started. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Losing ground, sire. I will stand until my last breath. Doctors in the house. We're under attack, but we will hold our ground.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. No flying doctor's jokes, okay?
Go on, give me a target. On the trail.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire.
going? All oiled up and ready to go?
Hunters off the leash.
Go on, give me a target.
No, it's a trap. You found me, did you? Like the wind. Sound the trumpets, hunters here.
Your unit will soon be ready. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Run like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Bang for your buck.
All right, all right. Sure, there's an interesting case.
Oh no.
You found me, did you? Without a trace. They won't even see me coming.
Construction in progress.
Without a trace. You found me, did you? On the trail. You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
Your unit will soon be ready. Constructed to fight. Trooper ready to march. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill. They won't even see me coming.
It'll be built in a jiffy.
You found me, did you?
Ready to follow you, even into death. Construction in progress.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Picking up their scent. I'm the one being hunted here.
Battle Forge completed.
Go on, give me a target.
Let's get this dance of death started. Recruitment Citadel completed. Your unit will soon be ready. It'll be built in a jiffy. Your unit will soon be ready. Anti-ground turret completed. Construction in progress. Anything for the Empire. The grave be their destiny. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Losing ground, sire. That's impossible, Commander. Anti-ground turret completed. Your unit will soon be ready. It'll be built in a jiffy. Never trust doctors or patients. For glory and honor and wealth, I will stand until my last breath. Catch as catch can. Let's get this dance of death started.
Like the wind.
Pay me in blood.
Get us out of here, Commander.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Troopers ready to march.
Without a trace.
Constructed to fight.
You found me, did you? No, it's a trap.
troopers awaiting your decision, sire.
Grenadiers are filled up with ale.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Anything for the Empire.
All oiled up and ready to go?
Everybody lies, even dying people. Pay me in blood. Momentarily, Commander.
Bring me the spoils of war!
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Ale for all!
Anything for the Empire. There's no I in team. There is a me in there somewhere, though.
Hunter's off the leash.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Walking beer kegs reporting for duty.
Go on, give me a target. You found me, did you? Go on, give me a target. Sound the trumpets, Hunter's here.
Walking beer kegs reporting for duty.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready.
You're blowing my cover.
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks.
Hunter on the prowl.
In a straight line now.
No time for tests. Treatment's quicker. There's no I in team. There is a me in there somewhere, though. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
No, it's track.
Construction underway, Commander. Trooper ready to march. Battle Forge completed.
Oh, there's the enemy base.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. War factory completed. The grave be their destiny. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. A new medical mystery. I'm going. Nothing a good glass of brandy won't fix. Construction in progress. No flying doctor's jokes, okay?
You found me, did you?
We'll crush them one leg at a time.
Picking up their scent.
Rock and roll, baby! Somebody get the oil!
No flying doctor's jokes, okay? Anti-ground turret completed.
No mountain can stop us!
On the trail. Hunter's off the leash.
Not enough support, Commander.
Not enough support. Oh no.
Walking beer reporting for duty.
That's impossible, Commander.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
We'll crush them one leg at a time.
A bang for your buck.
Where's 13?
You found me, did you?
No mountain can stop us!
Troopers awaiting your decision, sire.
Oh, my auto attacks become healing. Oh, oops. So, invade the enemy. Iron Dragon, hear me roar. Victory. Buildings in various countries earn you strategic advantages. You can only have one building per country, so choose carefully if you decide to build a new one. If a building in a certain country is not of your liking, you can sell it and build another one. Oh, it costs money too. To put a general in battle. Achievement unlocked. Do my dirty work. And generals flock to the banner of the bastard. Leaders winds present Empire with no real advantages, torn between men and dragon. Total casualties of war 4100, 80.
Ah, Commander. No doubt you've had an eventful and successful day so far. But don't rest on your laurels just yet. For I'm here to inform you the counselors have arrived. The ambassadors of the races whom you'll have to duel and deal with in the political arena. Such is both the prerogative and the burden of an emperor to be. You may think your first duty is that of conquest, to bring the war to as swift an end as possible. But I'm afraid there is much more to being a monarch than military matters alone. As a commander, as an emperor, you'll have to constantly endeavor to find that delicate balance between your roles as strategist and statesman, for the one necessarily influences the other. Now, you may consider it strange that some will worry about the price of bread, and others will gripe about taxes, when all around us, machines of war threaten the existence of the very realm. But if you give it a moment's further thought, this is only logical. We may find ourselves trapped amid a conflict of gargantuan proportions. But that does not mean the average man worries most about feeding his family, about the little things that make for a happy life. And when you have been given an empire, Commander, you have to be responsible for every matter, every obstacle, every creature, great and small. This may seem daunting, but I have never and never will doubt for even an instant that you, of all people, will rise to the occasion. Your counselors await you in the throne room, Commander. Godspeed.
Bye-bye. Are requested in the throne room.
How's that jetpack working out for you, my lord? I knew you'd like it. We'll forge like not even a dwarf can, my lord.
Let's not worry about research right now.
You remain true to your legacy, my friend. Before the dragon unfurls only victory.
Lumio tells me the raven sings to him in his sleep, and that the voice is female.
Does he now? There's an explanation for that, but I'll reserve it for later.
Don't tell me the raven is powered by Aurora.
Gladly shall...
Aha! Shush, everyone, shush! Here comes the long-awaited commander. The dragon that would deliver us from vile usurpers. The one deserving heir to Rivellon's throne. Let me cut right to the chase, Commander, for I'm not a man who takes pride in his words, but in his pragmatism, rather. The entire realm is under siege, and the free peoples left need a strong leader. One who inspires. You see, there may be a war going on, Commander, but that doesn't mean you don't have a realm to rule. Oftentimes, Political concerns will take precedence over military ones, no matter how trivial they may sometimes seem in these dark times. As much as possible, where your rule has been established, everyday life must continue like it would in times of peace, and everyday life concerns itself with everyday worries. The people will look to you for guidance in these matters. We, as their representatives, have witnessed your triumphs with mounting awe, and have agreed you are to be the one, the hero, who shall both restore the kingdom and recommence the workings of government. I therefore declare you Emperor. Long live the Emperor!
That's nice, I guess.
Long live the Emperor!
From now on, these counselors will bring before you various political problems. If you do not make a decision, the majority vote will always carry the motion. Hello, Yorick.
May the Seven be praised now that we have found our champion and our emperor. May the fire of the dragon obliterate every heretic in its way. May the light of the gods illuminate your soul.
You hold the gods in high regard, it seems.
The highest. We are the chosen of the Seven, Commander. We are those that have known death, have walked its black shores, but then have been restored to life.
Why does your face move like it's fleshy?
You think you are alive now, Commander, but you are not. You are but in the phase of flesh. Yet if you are devout and sweat in service of the Seven, you too, after the Dark Mother has lulled you to sleep, may be plucked from the dales of shadow and given the perpetuity of the bone. Do well by the gods, Commander, and you'll do well by us, as well as all in the realm. We have many proposals to that effect, which I will bring before you in due time. So say I, Yorick, humble servant of the Seven.
Nice to meet you, Yorick.
Honored to meet you, Commander. I am Oberon, envoy of the elves, ambassador of the beasts, spokesman of plants, here in the hope that our new emperor will treat majestic Rivellon with the reverence she deserves, even in these times of frightful war.
So what is it that makes the elves tick?
Well, Commander, if elves were the only race to have become what they misnomer civilized, this globe and all upon it would exist in a paradise of such perfection, the gods need not create for us a heaven. Such, alas, is the fiction, not the reality.
Well. Are you saying that elves would make the world a paradise?
Others, less scrupulous in the handling of natural beauty, have risen to prominence. They hack and mine, blast, drain, and usurp. As much as we can, we condemn and attempt to stop their misguided endeavors. We are the Green Mothers, unwavering paladins, and it is our fondest desire you, Commander, will join our ranks.
We'll see.
Defend nature, and defend the little man, for they will in turn defend you. A happy people, one with the wilds, will fight for its country with redoubled zeal. To that effect, I hope we'll have your backing.
What's your name? Oberon.
Isn't this a world gone topsy-turvy? I've declared you Emperor, and you don't even know my name. Sir Falstaff Silvervein, Commander. Born and bred neath the Emerald Mountains. There. Now that we've been acquainted, I do declare it's time for a beer.
Tell me a bit more about the dwarves.
A prouder folk you'll ne'er meet, Commander, nor a more robust one. Best allies an aspiring king can have, for our love of gold and all things precious is legendary, and gold is what an emperor needs if it be conquest that takes his fancy. So listen when I give advice, for your economy will prosper by it. Liquid gold, of course, is another of our pride and joys. For ale a sparkle, we'd go to war. But our families, above all, Commander, are holy. Those manifold kernels that band together, and like the rings that form a chain mail, shape a society that is stout and steadfast. Yes, dwarven families grow as plenty as the grain on 1,000 wheat fields. And just like grain, it is from them that we derive the bread that nourishes civilization, and the beer that quenches its thirst.
Cool. I can't remember your name though, sorry. Falstaff Silvervein.
By the powers vested in me by the great lizard lords, I prosper. Endorse your newfound emperorship. Sorely we are in need of a dragon, Commander.
Tell me a bit more about your kind.
We are not a people that make great demands, Commander. We simply hold many a thing dear without succumbing to the excess of it. The dwarves revere their gold to such an extent it becomes a fetish. Elves abide so strictly by nature they become her slaves. We like gold, for it is an economical mast. We like nature, for she sustains us. Yet none of the two we idolize. Reason and liberty, those are our bywords. Territories we defend valiantly. Territories, alas, easily encroached upon, for emperors tend to curtail them. Our ideal is therefore not a monarchy, but a republic. Think on that, Commander, as you pursue the throne.
How can there be a throne in a republic? Hello. Thank you, little short fuse.
By Grumio's gadgets, it's a pleasure indeed to shake hands with you, Commander. Your technician is my nephew, don't you know? And I am Trunculo Shortfuse, son of Trunculo Even Shorter Fuse. Praised be the dragon!
Even Shorter Fuse, that's a cool name. Where's my transport? Oh, do I need to research transport? I could probably do that. Dragons. Let's go back to the bridge. Unlock this bad boy. The stream is getting finicky.